So Pig Bay, first off, what do you think? Yoho versus L4, basically.
Well, now both of them are serious contenders. I've played against both of them, and it's hard to like pick one side. Honestly, they're both have very good players. So
Oh yeah, they are both up and ready. It looks like. So I know obviously Pig Bay can't watch at the exact same speed, but from what we can tell right now, we've got two Jervises, a Duca, a Sinop, a Poltava, and an Ashtaka on the Yoho side. On the L4 side, got a few little kind of swaps outs here. Let's see what we got here. Looks like two DDs, Jervises, Florida, Poltava, Shores, and a Belfast. Okay, interesting. Definitely Jervises are showing their power. Let's see. It's gonna get this stuff up and running. Okay, waiting for full ready. So tonight is going to be a little bit different. Yesterday, obviously, we had a little bit of round robin, just one game, kind of get the levels and tiers of everything. Tonight, it's best of 3, so we are getting a little more head to head, getting everything ready. So just waiting for the. Yeah, there we go. So we have Cage, Epicenter, New Dawn, and Friar's Lantern. We are going in. Alright. Going dark. Okay, so Yoho versus L4. Let's see how this goes. We've got precisely on each side pretty much a very comparable setup on each. 2 DDs, 2 cruisers, 3 battleships. So pretty similar. Let's pop it back up here. We do have the Issei, which was shown as clutch yesterday, but with this being Epicenter, it's kind of going to be a little bit different. Now, of course, the first DDs and cruisers are going to be contesting the outer ring, and we'll see as things start moving in. Of course, Issei's already got its abilities out. Whoa! Uh-oh. Server's having issues or something. What happened here? Okay. Never mind. Pig Bay, you want to check on server issues? Everyone just bombed out.
Let me check.
What the crap happened there? Okay, having a little bit of fun stuff. Everyone's still here. We lost one. Okay, so sorry. Technical difficulties here. There we go.
Server seems to be fine. I'm on it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's see. That was weird. And we do have some swap outs. We do have a Belfast coming in and such. What is going on here? Clayton, thank you for the like. Hopefully we get this back on here. How's it going, Clayton? How's everyone's night going? Of course, we are still setting up for the first game because we just had a really weird thing going on there. It seems like a lag out issue or something. Seems like we're ready again. Alright, so once again, let's redo this. Yep, let's go back in on this. We have exactly... Actually, I'll just keep this open. From what we got here, we've got very balanced teams. We do have one team rolling an Issei, which we did see was very, very nice. Yeah, they did. Yep, Yoho brought back the Issei. So, let's pop this up again. Let's go back to this. So, Matty Boy, once again, in that Issei going there. Thank you, Way, for the like. From here, as we can tell, once again, Epicenter, you want to take that outer ring cap, and you want to, as those DDs, we got Jervis on Jervis action tonight, with both of them looking straight in on that middle cap, because whoever can control the middle two caps tends to win. It's the battleships who win the third and outer ring specifically. So, let's see, it looks like we have a bit of a standstill here. Of course, the faster battleships are getting in there. Matty Boy's taking his time, which makes sense. You don't want to expose that Issei too early, but they definitely have the spots early on, seeing exactly what the team comp is, where everything is. That's kind of the point of the Issei, and kind of showing that, as I believe the Asian server earlier on today also got to see a good amount of Issei play here. We've got the middle cap kind of getting pushed back. There we go. Now we've got that. With the advanced directed, it looks like look good, you're dead. Seems to be holding back through along with Super Saiyan. Once again, here's the power of the Issei. These are not torps to actually hit anything. These are divisionary torps, kind of to push people in certain ways, get them certain areas, kind of make them think a little bit less about shooting and more about moving. As we can tell, we're seeing a bit of a firefight between Duca and a few of the battleships. It's a very slow game off the bat. People have to kind of figure out, see where they can break away. Let's see. Yep, Matty Boy is opening fire. Issei is a very powerful flamethrower, so they have to watch out for that. As you can tell, it's starting them fires. So, let's see. Oh, we doing over here? We got Ron Swanson holding his own along with Sinop, which also has been kind of a contestable pick. Mako is not looking good. Either he's dead in the water or he's lagged out on that, because they are taking advantage of that. There we go. First Jervis is down. The middle cap has been taken, but now they should be able to take the second cap along inside there, because people just aren't in there. They can kind of push in there if they want to with Night Chris with the Belfast. They have the Poltava holding it right now, along with the Jervis right there to maybe start to pull it back. They're holding it right there. See. Yep. So realistically, what we're watching right now is basically two turtles go up against each other. It's who's going to be able to hit them, who's going to hit the more shots, who's going to hit the more decisive angles and stuff, and also where you're going to see the flanks. That's why I'm waiting for some of the Jervises to open up, but they're screening right now for their entire fleet. So that'll be very good to see exactly where they go. While we do have a Florida starting to make a move on the side, that's Florida versus Poltava. And the Poltava with Ron Swanson, that's a deadly combo, but he does have a Cinna backup, where over here we've got multiple ships that are kind of using cover, holding back, but what they're shooting at is DDs, which that's not exactly what they're best at shooting at. They need to be brawling with those battleships. Here you got Matty Boy just absolutely dropping bombs on things. Florida's taking a good amount of hits while Ron Swanson's in good, pretty much health. Let's watch those shells go right in. Decent damage. But as we're holding up, we got a Shores here to the great fire starter at tier 7. But yep. So right now Yoho has the main two caps on the outside ring and the inside ring. There isn't much pressure between the inside ring, but as you can tell, look, your dead's staying back, just poking. He probably took a little bit too many pot shots and maybe need to hide up, especially with that Belfast pushing in on there. Florida is down, as you can tell. He kind of pushed it, but of course Ron Swanson is burning from that Shores, so that's going to hurt a little bit. But Yoho is pushing in. It looks like they're giving up that middle cap just a little bit, or they're going to hold it. They're going to kind of poke around in it. Perfect. So you can tell right here, once again, Issei, you got to watch out for it, is a very good HE monster. So they are pushing in. They're constantly putting in. They are putting a Belfast and a Poltava right there. But as you can tell, once again, the Jervis torps are going right in. Those are very good salvo of torps, getting kind of a decent spread. Absolutely putting right there. Pop, 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 pop. And such. 3 down to none. Ooh, L4. Reci definitely turtled a little bit differently, and they lost a few key players along with the Shores, but Ron Swanson isn't doing so well over here. He's a few fires away from going down. He's got to stealth up and hold up. Super Saiyan has been trying to hold up the middle with some good torp dispersion, sending one here. So, yep. And as we can tell, Weremark is going down, but Super Saiyan's pretty close. Let's see, can they get him? Doesn't look to be. Of course, when they look you're dead, launching out some diversionary torps. Weremark is going down right there. I have lost another 1 to 4 with the Shores probably following pretty close. See, you're starting to see the focus firing, and you're starting to also see the torps that are going out from the Jervis to absolutely spread out people. Get them moving, get only their front gun shooting at them. So Ron Swanson has gone down a while back. Sorry, I missed that. But that kind of makes sense. While Matty Boy's just sitting there, just burning people down. Issei's not very good at tanking damage, but obviously they can hold its own. Shores is pulling away. Ooh, it is not looking good for Reci. Let's see. We're doing. Yep, they are holding cover very well, swapping out. African may be in a pickle right here, but the Shores just went down. We've got Night Chris and Al Gypsy. He's getting real super close. Look at those torps. At this range, you can't miss, especially with these good of players. Just absolute stream of just pain of 10 torpedoes. That's rough. Matty Boy's, of course, going to go and clean that up, along with Night Chris absolutely getting just straight up annihilated. Can they finish it up? Matty Boy finishing it off there. That was a very good play. Very good play. Yep. So they held back. They did it right, and they also pushed the right flank. So this is definitely 2 turtles that you definitely have to be wary of. But, of course, that was just one game. Best of 3. Yep, very good battle. Very good battle. Pigbay, what are you thinking right now with 2 turtles on that?
Right, so my thoughts on that. Basically, Yoho did a great job there, especially so with the Issei pick, they value spotting, right? And here's what the Issei brings to the table, especially when you're playing with a bunch of guys that you trust and not randoms, is if you spot someone, your team's going to shoot at them. You know what I mean? Say in a regular battle, that's not going to happen. But this is the kind of level of play that we're looking at when you bring an Issei to the table. So doing that, spotting out where the team was, the ability to take the middle cap and hold the outer cap, and then knocking down that Florida on the left who got caught out, it kind of started the downfall. Red team pushed in. It was kind of too late at that point, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely great play on the flanks on attacking the turtles. We are going right back into game, so let's do this. So, any changes on the setup? It looks like basically not much. They're going right back in. Similar setup. 2 DDs, 2 cruisers, 3 battleships. Once again, we got an Issei in play, which is coming in clutch on so many different things. Let's bring this back up. Pull up. So on this map, we are looking at a split decision: is which way are you going to send your fleets, which way are you going to send your firepower, and how will that handle? You might want to send someone in the middle where it's kind of Gypsy's looking kind of like a nope. Never mind. Actually, I think it's going to be 3 versus 4 versus 3 versus 4. That's a very interesting setup. It looks like they're basically both giving up on B. I would not be surprised if actually a lone battleship just kind of goes B and just quickly caps it. Or if not, one of the DDs specifically turn over and go over there once they kind of realize that they're pushing on a superior firepower. So this will be quite interesting, as right now we have got two different teams kind of going up against superior firepower on that situation. We do have a Duca Breezy. Ooh, one torpedo on Alcour. Over here, Yeti's taking a good amount of damage in the Belfast over here. That's a very good early shutdown with how powerful the Belfast can be. Let's see. Yep. Look, Your Dead is definitely having to run from C, but it looks like the contention at A cap is tight, but they definitely have C. A is being taken over by L4 and Recius. As you can tell, it does seem like basically Weremark's, he's slowing down, but he might be wanting to take B. B's definitely going to do that. There you go. Ron Swanson's kind of eking towards B. Let's see how that goes. And such. Once again, we're seeing kind of a slow turtle. Like, hey, let the bombers kind of do a little bit of damage. Yeti's taking a good amount of hits. He definitely taking a good amount. But right here, Super Saiyan's got a nice stream. Let's see if Weremark actually runs into those, as that's a pretty gutsy idea at this level of skill play. Typically, you're going to want to once again spread them out a little bit. And right there, you can see none of them. Absolute fishies go right by their target and such. Yeti's holding up, as Yeti is in a real bad state. Down here, looking at this fleet down here, as you can tell, we got a Florida kind of sitting back, pulling back, letting those fires burn out, heal up, but we've got 2 caps to 1 and such. Look, Your Dead's kind of stuck in the middle of a bad situation right here, in my opinion. But he does have torps out. Maybe he's going to take 1 on the shores, but that's about it. Yep. So they keep on burning down the Florida. Up here, we've got a larger force over here on L4 pushing on this. Absolute great job. Ron Swanson's getting hit from multiple sides and such. The Poltava is showing off its strengths of its accuracy and such. Right here, we've got a good group of enemies. They're doing a nice wide spread. A lot quicker than dropping 1 torp at a time on this. So, hey, might as well hit a few times rather than missing all of them or taking too much time and getting yourself killed. Oh, we might have Alcour going down. The Florida just got taken down as well. Over here, oh, those are some nice torps from the Jervis right on Al Gypsy. See, keeping a hold and C. Down over here, we've got Matty Boy burning and Yeti running for his life, trying to keep up. Night Chris is doing very well in the Belfast, which is a very clutch play. We got some torpedoes going out. Let's kind of follow these fishies in. Ooh, Look, You're Dead. Just, oof. Gotta watch out. It's, the Jervis ain't invincible and such. This is a very good play. We're at 2 to 1 right now, with right now that Jervis being the lowest on that team, where there's a lot of low health targets on Yoho's team. Ooh, that was an absolute smack on the Sinop. Kind of showing the armor issue that the Sinop has, but the power of the Sinop's very good. It can kind of be a swap out for the Poltava, but not necessarily and such. Down here, we got Matty Boy still burning up on that. He's probably going to be running out of planes soon. Yeti's finally healed up, so maybe that can actually give a good amount. And as you can tell, right here, we've got a good amount of torp spread, but I have a feeling maybe 2. Maybe 2. Once again, we're still talking about very good players here. Super Saiyan is pushing in once again on Weremark. Let's see down here quickly. You have Africans trying to pull away as much as possible. El Gypsy's definitely taking a darn good beating from Yeti, but Yeti's going island to island. Matty Boy is just sitting there, just like he's burning, but he's doing good. He's doing good. Let's see. Yep, I think they're all aiming for Gypsy right now to try to take him out, while African and Yeti are definitely taking some damage, but looking pretty good. I think with 2 fires, that's pretty much selling. Yep, there he goes. Poltava down. We got 2 to 3, along with Yeti, unfortunately. Yeti going down right there. We got Ron Swanson and Super Saiyan going back there. We have a contestant at C between a Shores and a Duca. Let's keep on seeing how they're going. It looks like they're going after Night Chris right now in order to take it on. Oh, Ron Swanson. Oh, right. There. taken down. Ouch. That was a little bit rough. That's something you have to watch out with the Jervis. With that amount of torps, you just sometimes just sending them off just does enough. Down here, you can tell we've got African pushing on that with Duca, taking on Captain over down there. We got Waymark. Waymark is still at near full health. That's a dangerous ship to be on, and absolute firing right on Super Saiyan. Not enough. But as we can tell, Waymark keeps on absolutely dodging those torps, so we'll have to see that. Night Chris is pulling back along with Yo, are holding back and healing. Africans goes down from the shore. Ooh, this is a tight one. This is a very tight one right here. Matty Boy, so there goes another one. So, in my opinion, where we're starting to kind of get in this battle is you're starting to see that, like, as much as Issei is great for spotting power, it can't do much damage. It can do a lot of fire damage, but there's better ships at it, and you have to have that ship pull back. So as we can tell, this has been some tight battles. Ooh, yep, they got a nice little trade at the end, potentially, but very good play on their part. That was a fun game to watch, but Reci taking out the win on this one. Let's bring back Pig Bay on this one because, wow, Weremark 103k. Nice freaking work there. Along with Night Chris absolutely holding out and taking that out. Great game. So, Pig Bay, what are you thinking? That was a tight game.
It was a tight game. In terms of ships, there was about a 200-point deficit, and that just is straight from caps, right? Yeah. Holding the caps wins games. I would have liked to see Yoho push a little more on that far right cap. They had him outnumbered, but maybe they didn't know it at the time. Maybe they didn't have vision on it. But holding the caps is what's going to win the games too, at least in the domination.
Oh yeah. Caps are very important, and a lot of people forget about that, and that's what they did. And I think it also kind of comes up and kind of shows that while the Issei is probably, I think, great at an epicenter situation or as even just a center control, it might not be as good in a domination situation.
Exactly. It can't be everywhere at once. Whereas center cap or epicenter, you got to fly over the cap, the one cap. So that just goes to show you there.
Yep.
Everything has its own weakness.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. Okay, so we do have a swap out on this. We got 3 Jervises up above. And Sinop, Poltava. Ooh, Matty Boy unreadied on the Issei. Are we going to see a switch on that? Down below, it looks like we basically have the exact same loadout as before. Let's see. Let's see. He's still sitting there. But we do have Friar's Lantern, which is a very interesting domination map with different sized caps. That I think, once again, I would really suggest Matty Boy to switch. I definitely think that would probably be the best thing. Let's see, what's everyone talking about? We got Senior and Scotch Order. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Yeah, exactly. Not yep. There's no one size fits all setup within this group. As we can tell, like I'm still waiting to see the 4 cruiser setup come back because that can be substantially deadly and such. And JVX4 or JV14, definitely, I absolutely agree. It's those Dave Bombers. They're kind of good. Okay, they're sticking with the Issei. They are. Pig Bay, what's your opinion on Friars? We got a little bit of time before the game starts.
Ah, man, Friars is just one of those matches. You gotta dominate that A cap, and then get your own cap.
Yep.
But there could be a play by sending a majority to the enemy's cap. So, say if your main cap is C, sending them over to B. So it can go either way. I'm just curious to see what they're going to decide to do.
Yep. All right, we are in game. Thank you for that information there. So we do have a bit of a difference. We have 3 Jervises, 3 battleships, and 1 Belfast, if I can talk tonight. And on the other side, they are actually keeping their setup from everything. 2 Jervises, a Shores, a Belfast, and 2 Poltavas and a Florida, which is a very powerful combination. And as we can tell, each team, once again, they're splitting up their firepower, but the down south has that Shores versus 2 Jervises. And then, of course, we got Matty Boy taking his time, spotting, doing a little bit of work, seeing exactly who's where, what's where. This should definitely help out in this map because it is a very unique cap setup. But as Piggy was saying, is that you might want to actually have an overwhelming firepower on one side versus the other to finally take over one flank. So as we can go, we got the first starting fires from the Belfast on Yiyo over on their Jervis side, absolutely taking a good amount of damage there. Down here, do we have anything going on? Nope, they are setting up. They're going to go around and probably surprise the crap out of each other. Be like, oh, hi, you're here. We got some spread from the Torps on Night Chris. I have a feeling he's probably going to dodge that and such. But once again, I'm just going to point this out right here. When you have got this skill to play, smoke is not a defensive measure. It's merely a kind of, hey, let's kind of cover myself just a little bit. But when they're good players, and you're not going to be able to hold out there. We have Yoho sending up 1 Jervis up top, merging up with Super Saiyan. So we got 2 down below, Matty Boy and Look You're Dead. And of course, Recios is pushing and taking care of that. Liho, thank you for the like. Right here, we do have, right now, we got 2 caps taken. Yoho from last game learning a little bit. Hey, let's kind of focus a little bit more on taking those caps, holding it. But I think what they're doing is they're looking for a long turtle. So what they're doing is they kind of took 2, and they're just going to give up on 1 while they burn down and take down 1 thing. We had Night Chris absolutely taking a good amount of damage. There he goes, right down. So right here, we got, right there, Wehrmark taken down. They are taking him down with extreme prejudice since last game with those 2 Jervises, the amount of firepower they have between there. Now, Yiyo should have actually been more in front of Wehrmark to give him more forewarning, but definitely having a tough time there. Matty Boy's pushing up. They're basically just ignoring this thing, but they got the points out of it that they needed in order to keep them in the running for a while up here. They've been taking people out. Wehrmark is down. One of their firepowers right there. Yiyo is absolutely getting hunted down by Matty Boy. Matty Boy needs to absolutely run along with Look You're Dead. They are getting hunted from behind. And this is a bit of a problem with this turtle setup, is you have 2 flanks you have to worry about. And this north flank has to take out these guys, or they have to help out down below. But as you can tell right there, we just got another person down. Look You're Dead. So right here, Matty Boy is not in a good position. And Ed Cool looks like he's absolutely going to be taking it along with it. And we got the Florida absolutely helping out with the Florida at close range. Absolutely atrociously strong. Ed Cool just absolutely there goes Issei. It just can't do it. As much as it is an HE battleship, it does not have the power of the Nelson or anything like that. So right here, now here's the problem, is they are now surrounded. This is the fault of that setup, is at the moment that you get in that long turtle, you might unfortunately be getting shot at by all sides. So they need to pick a side and focus on it. While they are retaking cap down below, which is going to help them, having multiple targets and not being able to shoot at your main target that's shooting back at you is going to be tough. So looks like Yiyo is going out to heal and come back. Ron Swanson's pushing absolutely on Gypsy, but that is a very equal fight between those 2 of them, and one's got more health, so it's all up to firepower and who's shooting correctly. Over here, we got Sinop and TR absolutely holding out C and pushing back this fleet, but we've got the Florida coming in right here, absolutely ready, and they're going right after Ron Swanson. Gypsy actually goes down with the help of Super Saiyan down south. Let's see how this keeps on going. They are going for all 3 caps, which is absolutely great. They are having Trout Bum kind of doing that, but that does pull his firepower out of the situation because these Torps, I don't think they're going to hit and such. But we do have a Belfast and a Sinop right here. That is not a fun setup. But, of course, we do have some Torps kind of flowing in right here. Ron Swanson goes down. And like that, Oh, the Torps actually did hit El Puka, and with the Sinop just showing that firepower. Florida's got raw damage, but Sinops and Poltavas are very strong. Now, this is actually a cleanup time. This was not what I was expecting. Holy crap. This is not what I was expecting at all. Captain could obviously take on a Jervis over there in the Sinops, doing as best as he can, but he does have a Belfast backup. We do have Yeo way out in the middle of nowhere, not helping out his team much. Oof. And nope. Oh, I thought Ed Cole was gone, but it's wow. I was not expecting this flip. That was very well played on Yoho's part. That was a tough game. They did a very risky strategy, and they almost had it flipped completely on their head. Yeah, Senior, they definitely did do that. Trout Bum's doing the exact right thing, getting that Shores broadside to a Sinop. Absolute great plan. Super Saiyan's going up to handle Yiyo, and African's just not giving a crap. T4 is pushing on this, and just pull the team apart. You got 3 caps. Just wait it out. Just kind of hold yourself, and of course a Jervis. You've got that fuel smoke, and just let those torps rain out. And really, I would just spread, do a wide spread, not even worry about anything. But Captain's going to be pushing on this. Over here, we have, it looks like, 2 Jervises absolutely doing a little bit of a knife fight right here. But one's got a little bit more health. Let's see how this goes over here. You got a little bit of torp dodging, a little torpedo beating right here. But Super Saiyan's got a lot of health on him. Down over here, Captain's absolutely taking on T4, but not going to do a great job. Can Super Saiyan just squeak through? Oh, and there goes the Shores. Super Saiyan didn't get it, though. So, yes, agree that you outplayed them. That was, they did get squished, but they immediately started pulling away and absolutely taking those caps. That was excellent play. Excellent. And right now, African absolutely doing a great job in the Sinop, showing the power of the Sinop. Though in the previous games, we have seen how it's not as good as the Poltava, but it can do its own. So let's Pig Bay. How did you think of that game?
That was a bit of a wild one. I didn't know where it was going to go, honestly.
Yeah.
Once L4 took control of those 2 caps in the south, I thought it was going to be done there, but Yoho pulled it out. Trout went around grabbing all the caps, and then not only that, caught El Peluca's Florida flat-footed, sending a stream of torps right into him, pretty much decimating his health, and abandoned all hope there, Very good match. It was very close. That was quite enjoyable to watch, I must say.
Oh yeah, that was a great game from both of them. I thought that Recios had a freaking flip card and Uno card reverse on them on that slow turtle, but man, They absolutely were able to spread those Jervises around and make sure that they absolutely got those caps and held out, and just kind of played a ring around the rosy with the Southern Fleet type of thing.
Yeah, Dropland pretty much turned that Uno into Yahtzee real quick.